queens and kings and queens and kings and everything in between. Welcome. Welcome back to my channel. I know I've been gone, haven't uploaded a video since, and I know there's a lot that has happening that has happened in the wrestling world as of late, but that does not mean I'm not not keeping up with everything that's been happening with the releases of some WWE superstars, which I wish them I wish them nothing but success. Every single one that got released, I wish them nothing but success, and I know that they will be. I have nothing but high hopes for each and every one of them. However, I want to talk about WWE2K24 and what I would like to see in the game. Just something that I've been talking about for quite some time, and every single installment, and they are inching their way towards it, like inching. And I'm tired of these inches that y'all are taking. I need y'all to take some big steps now. 2K, I need y'all to take some big steps now. All right? WWE, the same way. Take these big steps. And when I say big steps, by all means and accounts, I mean with MyRise. Take the big steps that you need in order for your game to be successful. In order for your game to have that, replayability. Because Universe Mode ain't hitting it. My faction definitely ain't hitting it. And this is just from a perspective of someone that is playing it. That's continuously playing it right now to this day. I'm streaming it on Twitch, by the way. You can follow me. I'll put the link in the description. In the description below. And as someone that plays consistently, I have to say that MyRise, Universe Mode, are two of your key modes that you need to put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into. Y'all need to put a lot of work into that. Why? Because those are your most played modes. And including my GM. My GM needs that bit of tender loving care as well. Because it is missing a lot. It is missing quite some elements from the older games, from the SmackDown vs. Raw era, that we did not quite get this time around. Like as much of an improvement from the last MyGM, as much of an improvement from that, we finally got. We finally got a lot more added to it, as it includes like championship matches, the inclusion of Tyler Breeze and Xavier Woods as general managers, and your creative person as a general manager, are all fine and dandy tools. Additions are fine and dandy additions to the game, right? But I want to talk more about my faction. I mean, not my faction. I don't want to talk about that at all. About MyRise. MyRise in particular, because of the story direction that it goes. Like, I'm not mad at the idea and the premise of the story. It's just, I'm kind of mad that we're not those characters. It's not as It's not so much you're in control of this character's rise to the top, or like in either way. Like, I would want more freedom, more freedom, more freedom with my MyRise character. I want more freedom with my created character on their journey, the journey I would take as this character. If I built this character in a particular way, I want the character to have interactions with certain people, with not only interactions, I want them to be, I want the person to befriend or be enemies with set people A and set people B, right? I want my branching storylines to actually mean something, to actually have a significant change in the storyline, which I was very disappointed with. No matter what faction you chose to be a part of in MyRise, whether it be Evolution or the Hurt Business, you will get the same results regardless. You will get the same bare bones result no matter which way you went. And it's kind of like, okay, so no matter what, I'm not gonna have a good time. And then let's talk about the choices your character has to make, and your character's voice in all of this. Your character is an arrogant know-it-all so and so. And I don't want my character to be that. I don't want my character to just be like Mr. I can do it all, only for him to make mistakes. That's the story. The story irritates. It irritates to a point where it's like, where is my decision at? Where's the decision I would have picked? Like when Randy Orton said, all right, we're going after tag team titles. You go after, you continue to defend the Intercontinental. Right? When they say, yo, me and my partner Gabe, who, by the way, I don't want anything to do with Gabriel Slade at all. I don't want any part of him in the, like, if he makes a brief appearance in the next game, I hope that's it, because he's not it. He's not it at all. I didn't like him. I don't like him. I don't like him. I don't like him. He's like Baron Blade, but with less of a personality. He's not, no, he ain't it. But that being said, I wish y'all would have gave us the opportunity to choose who is going to be a part of our faction. But you didn't. You didn't even give us a choice. You automatically said, "Hey, Gabe is going to be there." When he's not wanted nor needed. That's not who I no. And it's like that. And it's like that with both sides of the story, where it comes the men's and the women's part of the story. It's like, did y'all just copy and paste the same thing, like with the slight tweakness here to make it feel like there is a difference? But it's not really a difference when both stories, no matter what route you choose, is going to lead to the same result of who cares at the end of the day. Like I played through the Hurt Business part of it, and then I am currently playing through the Evolution part of it, and they're both the same thing. Again, I know I brought that up, but it's one of those things that's just like that's laziness. That just shows the complete lack of care towards towards MyRise. MyRise should be like one of your key things that you were working on. But hey, y'all got war games in there, right? Y'all got the war games match in there, right? Cool, but not special guest referee. I don't know, man. But no, this is all focused. This is all going to be focused on MyRise and what changes could be made. Honestly, expand these branching storylines. Make the branching storylines actually matter. Like fully matter. Not just matter in the case of one choice or another choice. No, that doesn't, and it just leads to the same end game result. And then one thing I gotta express on the women's side is when I come to a branching part of the storyline where Auntie betrays the crap out of me, right? I'm at that point of the branching storyline. I was at that point of the branching storyline where Auntie betrays the crap out of me, right? And it gives me the choice: either make her confront her past or talk about the future. Now it kind of throws everything. It kind of throws a wrench in the entire story when I picked talk about the future. It threw a wrench in everything since I made that choice. And then it just make it seem like that none of it just concluded so weirdly. It's so weird. But if I would have continued on with let her confront her past, then I would have probably got the same people that I fought against with the other choice to be a part of this choice. And then it doesn't reward you or give you, it doesn't give you anything different if you would have chose differently. And that's one of the killing parts about it. It's like there's no reward for going back and playing as a different, as something different. Like the smallest reward that you can get is probably some pants. That's what I got with Evolution. I got Evolution's pants. Ooh. Is there more? Could I get more out of it? Could I get unlock some wrestlers or entrants or some? Can I get more? No, you can't get more. Oh yeah, and something I've been talking about in every single one of my streams of doing MyRise. The ability to walk around and interact with things and said people. Building relationships is key. Having your MyRise character have a life outside of just wrestling is going to be something amazing. I want that. I want that more than anything. And there's a number of people that will want that. To be able to build relationships. And those relationships can lead to different storylines depending on what relationship that you have. Let's say, for example, let's talk about on-screen relationship. Let's talk about on-screen, off-screen relationship, right? If you create your MyRise character, you create your MyRise character. This is just a scenario. What if you create them, and you are given a choice right from rip who is going to be your significant, like who is going to be your girlfriend? Who's going to be your girlfriend / boyfriend, whatever the case may be? Who is going to be your significant other? Who's going to be your other? Who's going to be your partner? And you get to choose, and based on those choices and how you treat that person is how the public is going to perceive you, right? So social media can be used in that aspect, depending on what you say and what you do and what you post and everything like that. The reality of wrestling, the whole thing, not just the in-ring part, because the in-ring part is obviously boring. And speaking of in-ring, I want my matches to matter. And what I mean by that, to be clear, I want my wins and my losses and my draws to matter. I want a continuation after I lose. I want to continue after I win. I want to continue if there is a draw. I want the game to progress depending on if I win or lose or draw. Do not force me to win. I don't care if it is a storyline match. Win, lose, or draw, it gives me different results. It gives me different results due to me winning or losing. Like I could lose a title match, and then that could set me back. That could set me to not being, to not making appearances, but it also gives me the opportunity to go on social media to get myself back into that position, talk to certain people to get me in a position, probably chase after the tag team belts, or put me in a position to be a #1 contender again, or just seen on television, put me in different storylines. It's like what we see on TV. Give it to us in the game. You call the 2K, you want to call it a wrestling simulator? It doesn't seem like it. It just seems like it's just wrestling, and that's it. Give us the whole thing. Give us everything. That's all. We want everything. The MyRise storyline just needs to be as deep as possible. Detailed as possible. Just like your basketball game. Just like a basketball career mode. That deep. Even if y'all build a whole freaking WWE city, do it. Y'all had it in freaking Shut Your Mouth. Whole city. Y'all had it in freaking Here Comes the Pain, the whole freaking city. Come on, y'all can do it. Y'all can. I believe in you. I believe in you. I believe you can do it. It's one of the big things that would make your game worth continuously playing through male and female side of things. Like if you give us these separate stories and just make them as free as possible, give us freedom within those MyRise stories, then you will have yourself a fantastic game. You will have yourself a near perfect game. Near perfect game. That's all. We want more freedom. More freedom, more choices, more decisions, more everything. Just give us the at least most of the wrestling experience. Most of the experience of being an up and coming wrestler. I want MyRise to feel like I'm rising up. I'm rising up. Not The Lock is rising up. Not freaking LJ rising up. No. My character rising up. That's all I want. That's all that there is to want. It's not science, you know? It shouldn't be hard, right? It shouldn't be hard for everything that you've seen on TV to be put, everything that you see on TV, on social media, that's in the public eye, to be put and applied to wrestling and to the game. MyRise, the rise of insert your character's name, and then you can start from the bottom on the way up. Y'all can have LAW, right? Y'all can have LAW, y'all can have freaking BCW. Y'all can bring that back. Y'all can bring all of these all of the indie promotions that y'all created. Y'all can bring back and make it a part of your story. And you can even like, hey, WWE scouts are looking for you. And then we can go to the performance center, get our training in, and then we can be placed inside, we can be placed either on NXT, SmackDown, or Raw, depending on our performance, win, lose, or draw. If we lose, then we could be stuck in the performance center for a little while longer until we get a certain star ranking, a star rating in our match in order to get to NXT. In order for us to get to NXT, we got to have 3 stars. In order for us to get to Raw and SmackDown, 4 or more stars in order to make that rise up. And then once you get to those things, then it's just you building up your reputation, your stature, your popularity, your everything. You are in control. That's one of the key things that like, at the end of the day, that's what it is. I want to be in control of my rising star. And I know this was a long one. Y'all. And I apologize. But it's just as much as people are talking about 2K24, it doesn't get talked about enough. Like MyRise's short lifespan and its hiccups where there isn't a lot of freedom. It's just not. It's not there. But hopefully this time they are able to knock it out of the park and just give us the freedom to choose whether or not, to choose everything. Give us freedom. That's all we want in MyRise. It's the freedom for our character to have it all or have nothing at all. Win, lose, or draw, we still continue. So it can feel like, okay, let me just get back into it and then I can win the next time. Or I can just fall into this endless, this losing streak. But at the end of the day, 2K, just hopefully you're listening to this. Hopefully you're listening to this. Freedom in MyRise. So what I want, personally, I want that. I would want that more than anything. And with that said, if you want another video like this, where I talk about MyRise and everything that I would want in it, like, comment, and subscribe for more. I implore you to go check out my Twitch. I'm going to be streaming in a little bit. Playing some Paladins. Honestly, I play different games weekly, like daily. So, just hit me up. Like I said, my Twitch channel is gonna be in the description box below. Just yeah, just stop by, say hi, leave, but leave a follow also. But with that said, kings and queens and everything in between, this is just my thoughts on WWE 2K24 and what I will want out of MyRise. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.